level. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Minnesota's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground and blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Avery. He's right on target. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
They keep attacking through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. They're going to ride this running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quick completion on the out route. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Here on 3rd down for this offense. They'll try to power their way ahead. Drag down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. And the Hoosiers are on the move. He's looking to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense has a 2nd down play. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Avery. Going for 6. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Got his man down the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Makes a connection. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Still running at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Looking to pass. It's Avery. And they fail to hook up on third down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Louisiana was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Lafayette. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Simpson. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ellington. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Defense in press coverage. Quick strike complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Makes the grab down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Avery. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
The coach said...
And the ball is intercepted. Touchdown, Indiana! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires to the big fella. Hard running there. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
Brings up 2nd down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll leave it with him. Finds a crease at the 20. Running toward the tape. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And I love this offense, staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Bloomington.
And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate. Oh, the ball squirts out. And the defense snatches it and they've reversed the field. Touchdown, Indiana! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball in the ground.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And stampeding through the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the stomping has commenced.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's got it again. He'll before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys can even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to surprise him with the pass. They're working that left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! And the beatdown has ensued.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. They're trying to get to it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to... Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. The Hoosiers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country.
The expressway is wide open, and he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They go to the ground. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the route is on. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Minnesota, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Now the play fake. Just tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Quickly complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw it again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 50. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys...
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Trying to get rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he's brought down after a nice game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. The play action fake. Coming after it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for room. It's Farmer. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Here's the handoff. Bowls his way forward. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game.